please come in?
Yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Please, sir.
Please take it.
Thank you so much, sir.
Ruchi,
Yes, sir.
introduce yourself to the board members.
So, myself, Ruchi Priya. I am from Sasaram, Bihar. I have done my secondary education from Birla Palika Vidyapeeth, Pilani, Rajasthan. I have done my senior secondary education from Don Bosco Public School, Nainital. And I further pursued graduation from St. Peter's University. I have done BTech in biotechnology. And I passed out in 2012. And since then, I have been working with Ministry of Science and Technology as junior analyst. I have quit my job in January 2020 to devote my time for the preparation of civil services.
Okay, Ruchi, you must be knowing that in India, one of the problems associated with women is anemia.
Yes, sir.
Right, this is one of the major problems. If you go to a doctor, if you ask a doctor that what is the reason behind this, so obviously medical solution or medical reason will be provided. But if you go to a sociologist and ask him or her that what is the major reason behind this particular problem which is associated with the woman, that is anemia, they'll give you some other explanation. Can you tell me what would be that explanation?
So I'm not sure, but the one explanation could be due to the mental stress, because the kind of environment we are living in, the kind of society we are in, and the food habits prevalent in the society, it increases the chances of anemia in women and children. So I think that is one reason. Maybe the mental stress also tends to reduce the hemoglobin level of the body. So maybe this could be one of the reason the sociologist would provide.
Anything else you can think of?
And
in a family,
in a family also, yes, sir.
For example, in a family, normally in India,
Yes,
when the food is, when they share the food together, what would be the order of eating food in a family? Who eats first?
So the eldermost male members take the meal
and
first.
The females they come later.
Yes.
Can it be one of the reasons why they are suffering?
So this could be one of the reasons. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is an obvious reason for being an anemic, because since India is a rural economy, and most of the women in rural areas, they take their meal post the elders of the family to take their meal. So they tend to consume less amount of food, whatever is left over.
What we call leftover, that is prasad.
Yes.
Pati Dev, prasad, and then that's the reason.
So that is the reason for the anemia.
Yes, that is the reason.
Yes.
And one more thing, is it one of the reasons why we have the patriarchal mindset in society?
So the patriarchal mindset has been there since many ages. It is not a new concept in India.
It is there.
Yeah,
my question to you is that do you think that the women themselves are to be blamed for nurturing and developing this kind of patriarchal mindset in the society?
So in a way, they are also contributing to the same. But so now we are seeing many instances where women are also raising their voice and they are participating equally in the family, and the girls are even moving out for the job, for career orientation. So it is being minimized, but then it is still there in the society.
That is there, and I think that's the reason why the men they love to say that the woman should be given the motherly role in the family. So this is one way of saying that we'll have a patriarchal society by giving you a name, a tag. So this particular childbearing is basically a job of a woman, because they are the mothers and they know how to take care of the children. Is that the reason why the men say so?
So this has been there traditionally. This has been there. This concept was there, but I believe with the changing times, this concept, the entire concept of mothers nurturing child and all, it is being diminishing.
It is diminishing.
Yes, sir.
So tell me one thing, Ruchi, that right now I think you are single. You are
Yes, sir.
unmarried.
Yes, sir.
Once you get married,
Yes, sir.
will you follow the same tradition that you follow? You'll eat last in the family, or you'll say, no, I'll take food along with you people. Come what may, we are all equal.
So, in my family is very much
No, I'm not
egalitarian
talking about your
family.
family. Once you get married, you'll
Yes,
go
sir.
to the in-laws family,
Yes,
and
sir.
there,
Yes, sir.
what will you do?
So, I will profess for the equality in the family where everybody is treated equal, because I might have a daughter, so she should also learn to be empowered.
But if
And
your in-laws, father-in-law, mother-in-law, and your husband says, no, 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 this is the tradition.
yes,
You
sir.
have to take it. Look at my mother. She takes the food last, and you should also follow our tradition. What will you do then?
So, I would, I would, I'm sorry, sir. So,
Think.
I would try and change the tradition of the family, matlab not abruptly but very politely with the course of time, where I will make them understand that equality should exist in family, because it impacts the children and the offsprings of the family, the next generation of the family.
Okay, very good. Tell me one thing. You are in job,
Yes, sir.
Ministry of Science and Technology.
Yes, sir.
Can you find a relation between sociology and science? There's a heavy relationship between these two.
Yes, sir, there is, because the evolution of sociology itself is from the science, because during the Enlightenment phase of the French Revolution, before French Revolution there was a phase of age of enlightenment in France, where the new inventions were taking place, and simultaneously there were social arousal also. So people wanted to know about what is the cause, and the sociologists at that time, like Saint Simon and Auguste Comte,
They tried it.
yeah.
But do you think that they failed, or sociology has drifted away from science and developed some other routes for development of this
So I
particular subject?
strongly believe that the root of sociology was based on positivism, because to study the society, it has to be objective, it has to have some facts, it has to have some reliability. So, and that is what the science also profess for the same.
But
then
later sociologists like
yes, sir.
phenomenologists and
Yes,
ethnomethodologists,
sir.
they said that no, positive science sociology is not possible. How can you have the positivism in
Yes, sir.
each and every case?
Yes, sir.
You have to be specific.
Yes.
So you're aware of that?
Yes, I am aware of that, sir. So with the development of sociology, many sociologists contended for the same. Like obviously, we cannot heavily dependent on science framework, the natural science framework for sociology, because sociology, we have to study the human being, and which is constantly changing. It is unlike the natural sciences, which remains constant. So the new concept of the change, the dynamics in the sociology is very much obvious, sir.
The last question from my side, Ruchi. You must have noted one thing, that at times the traffic inspectors, when they are on duty, they let go some people who violate the traffic rules and regulations, and at times they catch hold of the persons who actually violate these traffic rules and regulations. As a student of sociology, by using the concept of ethnomethodology, how are you going to describe these two situations? The same person is allowing somebody to go scot-free, and another one is catch hold of. Ethnomethodology, I'm just giving you the clue.
So sorry, sir, I'm not.
What is the role of an ethnomethodologist?
So to study the ethnicity, the ethnic.
Ethnomethodology. That the entire world is in your head.
So sorry, sir, I'm not able to.
It is up to your the way you look at it. You analyze the social happenings.
Okay, the perceiveness, the how you perceive the reality.
Yes. If somebody is having shabbily dressed, cannot speak properly, cannot articulate the things, then the traffic inspector will say this person is a habitual offender, must have done it deliberately.
Yes,
and the other one who is suited booted can speak fluently,
yes,
and traffic person will assume that yes, this person has done it by mistake and will allow him to go.
Yes,
isn't it? That is what.
Yes, sir. This is widely
right.
practiced.
Okay, very good. How many departments you have in your ministry?
So ministry have two departments, Department of Science and Technology and Department of Biotechnology.
Very good. Thank you.
रुचि,
Yes, sir.
ओके, आपका ग्रेजुएशन सब्जेक्ट क्या था? बायोटेक्नोलॉजी।
Biotechnology.
ओके ओके, आप जहाँ वर्क कर रही थी वहाँ पे आपका रोल क्या था मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी में?
So I would like to answer in English.
ओके, इन एनी लैंग्वेज।
Okay, sir. So the primary function of Department of Biotechnology was to grant financial aid to various research scholars, principal investigators and scientists from all over India, including many hospitals like AIIMS. So my work was to scrutinize and analyze the different research proposals what we receive in the department and to process it further for financial grant. We forward the proposal to expert panels for their comments and review, and we process the same for the financial support. And so I was the program officer for northeastern region, all the 7 states of northeastern India, and I coordinated all the funding activities from Department of Biotechnology.
ओके, एक चीज़ और मुझे बताएं आप कि इंडिया रिसर्च एंड डेवलपमेंट में R&D में काफ़ी पीछे है, जबकि कहा जाता है कि इंडियन माइंड्स जो हैं वो काफ़ी रिच हैं। इसके पीछे 3 पॉइंट्स मुझे बताएं।
So first I would strongly disagree on this, that we are really back on the front of R&D, because recently we have developed 2 vaccines, and it was the first vaccine all over the world developed by Indian Institute and solely by Indian scientists. So I strongly disagree on this, but yes, there are some lacunas, sir. But I would say the 3 points that you asked, because of some lacunas which is there, is the political will, the lack of funding, and also the motivation to the students to pursue higher education. Because in research and development, the student has to do PhD and then postdoc. So the motivation should be given to the students through financial or other benefits from the government.
ओके, ठीक है।
Ruchi,
Yes, sir.
why do you want to change your job? You are already working or you have left that?
So I have left my job in January 2020.
You left that. Now, tell me the reasons behind this decision of changing job.
So I think civil services is one of the best way to serve people and nation, and it gives immense power and legitimate authority to change society and bring positive change into the life of people and society and nation as a whole.
So it took you 7 years to decide that?
No, sir, I have always wanted to be an IAS officer. Right when I was in 6th standard, my father once told me. So it was there, but there were some personal reasons, sir. So I couldn't quit my
So
job.
do you think that in the last 7 years of your work in Ministry of Science and Technology, you didn't did anything which can be said to be a civil service?
So I was affiliated with the NGOs. I often visited child homes and old age homes, and I contributed financially also. So I have helped many a times with people.
So I got the feeling that that was also a part of civil service.
So it is a civil service, but it was not a people-to-people interaction. It was more of a office job. So that is what, sir.
Are you an innovative person or not?
Yes, sir, I am.
How?
So during my 7 years of job experience and also during my studies, I realized that I tend to do my work very creatively, and I tend to do more challenging work which is not being done by anybody else. So I think I'm quite innovative, and I also do certain work which I think I couldn't do, and then after doing it I realized that yeah, I could have done it before also, because I have done it now.
Have you heard about adult tinkering labs?
Adult tinkering labs, yes, sir, ATLs.
ATLs, what are those?
So ATLs are the laboratory setups are being done in schools, where this children of schools will get to know about the various research activities, and they'll get their hands on, because various tools and instruments are being placed in various schools. So children from right from their early age, they'll get to learn, they'll develop the mindset towards R&D and to develop interest toward research and development.
Okay. What is difference between a hybrid crop and a GM crop?
So,
Or both of them are same?
so we cannot say so, because the genetically modified crops are genetically engineered. The gene has been inserted intentionally from one organism to another organism. Like we want to develop a plant, for example, we have approved BT cotton. So we insert a gene from bacteria to a plant, but it is not the same with the hybrid plants. Where we do not put genes through genetically engineering methods. It is done artificially, like self-pollination and other stuff.
Okay. What is Cas9?
Cas9, so it is, I think it's molecular seizures.
Okay, sir.
Yes, Ruchi, your interview is over.
Yeah.
You have done very well.